You hear me all right? You rolling? How's my hair?
It'll work. Mine was just combed for the first time. 30 seconds.
It's looking good. It's looking good.
Like fall out of bed. And, okay, back to work.
It's like me. Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's Mike Breedman, Channel 18, Upstream TV. Who are we talking to?
Robert Chimmick from the White Earth Indian Reservation.
Now, we were rolling down the road and passed a bunch of people with signs. What were you guys doing out there?
What we're doing is we're welcoming the hunting public to the newly created White Earth Wolf Sanctuary. And for those who haven't heard yet, our sanctuary is essentially all that land within the exterior boundaries of the White Earth Indian Reservation.
And now there's something new going on with hunting ability. What is that?
Well, what it is for the first time since 1974, the state of Minnesota has issued wolf hunting permits to about 6,000 hunters statewide, and for the first time in a long time, those of us who care about our culture, those of us who care about our Anishinaabe values and ethics, are taking a position that the wolf hunting within the boundaries of our reservation is not acceptable. We're doing all that we can to inform the public, and this is the citizens piece. Our White Earth Tribal Council has already done some really great things in terms of issuing the proclamation, the declaration about the wolf sanctuary, but our little picketing activities here on the opening weekend of the wolf hunting season is about informing the public that there's the White Earth Indian Reservation, and then there's the state of Minnesota. And, I guess if they want to go and, kill our wolf brothers outside of our reservation, there isn't much we can do about that at this point. But that we're interested in keeping our wolf population safe and secure within our reservation, as we do with our own people, the Anishinaabe.
Good on you. Now, what has been the response as people have been driving by thus far today?
Well, we were out here for a while yesterday and today, and generally, I would say that it's been about 80% positive. There's been a few clenched fists, a little bit of the universal gesture of contempt. And there was some yelling going on yesterday, but they were far enough up the road we really couldn't hear what they were saying, but presumably it wasn't nice.
Now, there is something that a lot of people probably don't know about the culture and wolves. Will you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, this goes back to, I guess, even before the coming of the Anishinaabe to the face of North America. Winnebago, one of our heroes within our culture, was joined by what came to be our wolf brother, and they walked together as brothers across this entire North American landscape and named everything. And as they did so, it became clear at some point that they were going to have to separate their paths. But with the coming of Anishinaabe, of Indian people to the land, that what happens to our wolf brother, Maingan, would also happen to Anishinaabe, the Indian people. And vice versa. What happens to Indian people is going to happen to the wolf. So I actually had a chance to look at that issue about 12 years ago do some research. And going back to colonial wolf policy, United States of America wolf policy, and state of Minnesota wolf policy, as well as the parallel policy with Indians, it's very clear that as wolves were being exterminated and extirpated off the land, so were Indians, and vice versa. So right now, some of us are feeling like, it's open season on our culture. Some of us are feeling like it's open season on Indians. Some of us are feeling, for probably, quite a number of generations now, that there's no safe place to go right now. Some of us feel just like that wolf out there that's being hunted. Everywhere you go, there's going to be somebody standing there with a gun. And, maybe it doesn't make sense to a lot of people that Indians would feel that way, but, as we come together this weekend and share our feelings and our thoughts, our inner thoughts about all this, this is strongly and profoundly affecting many of our Indian people on a cultural and a spiritual and a deeply emotional level.
And how do you feel about it personally then?
Well, I'm in the camp where I feel like there's nowhere safe to turn. I'm in the camp where I feel like, maybe some of our ancestors, some of our relatives did, 150 or 200 years ago, as they were being hunted by the cavalry and the militia and the settlers, that there's no safe haven. Being made a refugee in our own land, once again, this is what another level of colonization that the state of Minnesota has legislated upon us. And, there's actually quite a number of us who are, refusing to accept that, we've had enough. We've had enough of this. And, if it took the state of Minnesota declaring open season on Indians and wolves once again, and all that we believe in, all that we stand for, and if that's what it takes to galvanize and pull us together around a common cause, we're going to take that and go with it and do whatever's necessary to make sure that we're all safe here within our reservation boundaries.
Well, closing thoughts then, anything to say to the people out there?
Respect tribal sovereignty. This, first and foremost, this is White Earth Indian Reservation. This is not White Earth White Man Reservation. And, there's been a lot of assimilation and acculturation policy through the state of Minnesota, through the United States government. It's time we draw the line in the sand and say, let's all reevaluate where this has put us collectively. As the so-called people of the United States, we the people, where has this taken us? Do we all feel good about this? I think that's the question people need to ask. Are we okay with what's starting to occur now, this November 3rd of 2012, statewide, with the wolf hunt and its impact on Indigenous people, not only here at White Earth, statewide, on into Wisconsin, and there's a lot of people coming together nationally around the issue as well. So it's far from over. We're going to keep this discussion alive till we all get to a point where we're some measure of okay with where we're at.
Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you.
Are you rolling? How's my hair?
How's mine?
It's beautiful. It's as good as mine. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Mike Breeden here with Upstream TV Channel 18. Who are we talking to here?
Yeah, I'm Kent Eakin, and I'm running for the state senate for District 4 here.
Do you live around the area, or what brings you to Moorhead?
I do. Moorhead is part of the district. It's all of Norman County and all of Clay County, so that includes in my hometown, which is Twin Valley up in Norman County. And Moorhead is the biggest population center in the district, and it also includes a little bit of Becker County, including Detroit Lakes. So the two big population centers are Moorhead and Detroit Lakes, and then Norman County to the north.
Excellent. And what's going on here at the DFL headquarters?
Well, they're having a rally here, so the governor's coming in, and we're going to have try to get the troops energized and mobilized, and everybody's really in a good mood to begin with. So I don't think that's going to be very difficult. People are ready to go. I think people are excited about this election. There's a lot of energy in the air, and people are excited about it. I think things are feeling good right now.
Right, you would say that the momentum is with us.
I think that the momentum is with us on our side at this point, and we've been working it hard. I've been out there pounding the pavement and knocking on lots of doors, and I think that's what it's going to take, and been meeting people one-on-one. So, and I think all of our candidates have been doing that. So I do feel some real positive momentum going into this last week of the election.
Excellent, excellent. Have you ever been to Bemidji, Minnesota before?
Oh yeah, I've been to Bemidji many times.
Any thoughts?
Well, I love Bemidji. So and I used to in my old House district. I've been a member of the Minnesota House, and my current House district does include Itasca. So I have the actual headwaters of the Mississippi in my district right now. So I did lose that in redistricting, however. But so I love the name Upstream because that's the best place to be.
So fitting, so fitting. Well, parting words, anything to say to the people out there in TV land?
Well, I just hope that people get out to vote. It's a very important election, and it's critical to what direction we're going to be moving in as a state, whether we want to, embrace a policy of looking out for all of Minnesota, including our greater Minnesota communities, or if we're just going to be looking out for the most populated areas in the metro area of the state. We need to look out for all areas of the state. We're not second-class citizens out here in greater Minnesota. We are part of one state. We deserve to have good quality services at an affordable price.
Excellent. Thank you for talking with us.
Thank you.
You rolling? How's my hair?
Good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Mike Breeden, Upstream TV, Channel 18. Who are we talking to here?
My name is Carrie Jo. Last name is Hanson, and I'm from Moorhead.
Excellent. What do you do here at the DFL?
I am making calls hoping that people are out there voting for the Democrats.
And how is it done? You guys sit here and call after call after call?
Yes, and sometimes we have some great calls. They'll say, I'm voting all Democrat, and we'll go, yay, rah-rah.
How long have you been doing it?
Let's see, about 3 weeks.
Oh, good on you. Good on you. Are you tired yet?
No. I'm energized.
So from what you've been hearing, it seems pretty good. It feels pretty good.
It's real good. Really good. Are you voting for Obama? They'll say yes, and I'll go, wow, that's great. That's great.
Are you voting for Obama?
Oh, definitely. There's no question. I'll not say anything negative. No, I'll just say Obama is going to win. Yes.
You might be right. I think she's right.
Yeah, I think I am.
What do you think about this whole voter ID thing?
Oh, no, we don't need that. There isn't hardly any fraud in the whole country.
So strange then that they would be trying to have us have a voter ID thing. I wonder why they're doing it.
I don't know. I wonder if they just don't understand. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, we won't say anything too negative.
Okay.
What do you think about the other side of the issue, the whole vote, the marriage amendment?
Well, I'll tell you, I have a nice sign in my yard, and I'm sure some people are going to wonder about it. But I am voting no on both. amendments.
It's an orange sign, yes?
Yes, it's a good one.
I love that sign. By the way, it's one of the best political signs I've seen in a long time. The color scheme is great.
I think I might keep it up.
No matter which way it goes, just keep it up for good looks. I like it.
Oh yeah, and you really from Bemidji. I just am impressed with you.
Keep going, keep going.
And I like your long hair too. Yes.
Well, there you have it. I'm looking good. No, have you been to Bemidji before? Yes.
Oh yes, many times.
What do you think of it?
Well, I love it. Babe, the Blue Hawks. Babe and the Blue Hawks, they're wonderful. Oh my. And I do, like I told you, I graduated from Bagley High School. So, that's a good place.
Wave to the people out there if you would.
Okay. Hi.
Any parting words for the people? One last rallying of the troops from your mouth to their ears?
Vote Obama all the way Democratic.
Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
We rolling? How's my hair?
Combed.
You got that right. I'm ready to go. Howdy. Mike Breeden, Channel 18 Upstream TV. Who are we talking to here?
Marge Hoffa.
Marge Hoffa, what do you do in regards with the DFL?
I'm the vice chair.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. What brings you here are you normally from Moorhead area? Or?
I am not. Actually, I was from Duluth originally, but I've lived all over the state.
Excellent. What are you doing here now?
We're here to help our candidates win and get the vote out, make sure that everyone's out there door knocking and getting stuff done.
Excellent. We're expecting some people from, is it Saxhog? Who's all coming? Do you know offhand?
I'm not sure who else is going to be here. Paul Thiessen, our House Minority Leader, they just got here, so Kent should be here. We've got several representatives here, and it's pretty exciting. We're all around the state with different groups, making sure that we get the vote out. So.
Excellent. Anything you want to say, parting words to the people out there? Get out and vote and the whatnot?
Door knock, door knock, door knock.
Got it. Thank you for talking with us.
Right, exactly.
So what's happened so far, Catherine?
We went through White Earth. We spoke with Bob Shimmick about how the reservations are rallying together to keep the wolves safe. We finally found a coffee shop in Moorhead after eating at the Red Apple and having really awful weak coffee. Now we have coffee in us. We waited for a while. The bus broke down, but they're coming in vans, and as soon as they come, I'm to push record.
TFLers, are you fired up and ready to go? Yay! When I say fired up, I want to hear you say ready to go. Fired up! Ready to go! Ready to go! Ready to go! Ready to go! All right. 4 days. 4 days left. That's what we got left here. Think about it. Think about the stakes of this election. And I know there's people like me who get up here every single election and talk about how important this election cycle is and the fact that this could be the most important election of your lifetime. But this truly is.
Okay, I'm standing here with Michael Price. And Michael, you're an ethnobotanist still. And I kind of want to get your take on the whole legalizing the wolf hunt and how you feel about it, just from a personal stance.
Okay, from what I understand, there was supposed to be a 5-year period after any species is delisted, and that gives that species a time to, regenerate and rejuvenate its population. The state of Minnesota totally denied that had a 5-year period for the wolf and began immediately this wolf hunt. And so but even aside from that, I am totally against the hunting of the wolf for cultural and spiritual reasons as well. From a Native American perspective, the wolf is our relative. And from the teachings I got from my elders, what happens to the wolf has happened to us. And also what has happened to us has happened to the wolf. And this is one message that we're trying to get out to all Anishinaabe people about this teaching around the wolves. So therefore, I think the more that we can respect the wolf and respect the earth and our surroundings, I think the better world that we'll make for ourselves. And I think this is an example of how governments can interfere with that process between human beings and their relationship with the earth.
212.
Thank you.